Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Teri from the tattooedbikerchick.com, which will officially be opened soon. Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. The other night, I watched a video that my friend, The Process, and I'll link it in the description box, had posted of a ride he took in Idaho. I know some of you are aware of the fact that I have CPTSD. While watching his video, full-blown panic attack. Full-blown. So it got me to thinking about things that I really hate about being a woman motorcyclist. And I'm going to tell you what those are. But first, I would like to ask you to please subscribe. It helps the algorithm. It helps YouTube get my videos out there. Please comment. And I want to know, do any of these things bug you? Leave it in the comment section, or if you have something different, leave it in the comment section because I would love to know. You know, I don't want to feel all alone here. Before I get into that, I want to show you something. A friend of mine wrote a book, and I want to give her a plug. I'm trying to get her to come on for an interview because she's like really rad. On the back, I'm gonna cheat sheet here, okay? Meet 74 of the most influential motorcyclists of the last century. Yeah, that's right. And this is cool. It's autographed. So leave it on. If you want to see an interview or maybe a live feed, whatever, with her, Moto Lady, a lot of you follow her, a lot of you know she is. Sorry, couldn't breathe here. Let me know. Let her know. Because I think she's cool. So when I was watching that video by The Process, all right, let me tell you, when I watch your videos, I comment as I go along. So you may have 8 or 10 comments from me in one video. And it's not that I am like a weird stalker. It's because of my short-term memory problem. I'll forget what I was going to ask when we get to the end of the video. So I pause and I comment, and I pause and I comment. Hey, it's helping your algorithm. Whoa, is that a good friend or what? He was on his bike, and when I saw where his bike was parked before he started, I could feel heaviness in my chest, and it started getting hard to breathe. And there's a reason for that. He was on like big gravel. It wasn't really like 3/4 minus packed like you would find on a construction site. This was more loose, but it did look kind of like 3/4 minus. I mean, who cares? Doesn't matter. All I saw were rocks, and he was on a motorcycle. So he takes off, and he's having so much fun. And it really was beautiful. Sorry. Allergies. It was gorgeous. But he was riding on these twisty roads that weren't paved. I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, Teri, you're not a real biker if you don't do that. I don't like that. I have news for you. I am a real biker. But I've gone down on a road like that, and it scares me. And that's one thing, that's another thing I really don't like about being a woman rider is not everyone. It's a very minute group of bikers that will say, well, you're not a real biker if you don't do this. Well, I think I'm a real biker if I want to keep my life and I want to keep that, you know, investment taken care of. So that scares me. I think one of the worst times, there were 2 times that happened to me. I don't know if my friend is going to be watching this. If so, shout out to Sean with Music Bingo in Victoria, Canada. We were out riding, and he said he knew a shortcut to get to another friend's house. We ended up on gravel. I had never ridden on gravel before. And I kept thinking to myself, if he can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. He got us lost in Canada, his country, his province. And where he got us lost, the people there kind of scared me. There was one house, and it was they came out, it was a no rules resort, and they were inviting us to stay. And I looked at Sean and said, "Get me out of here." It was later he told me that he had no idea where he was going either. It was a good story. You know, up here in Oregon, if you get out, and we have trees everywhere, you make a turn, 9 times out of 10, you're making a blind turn. You don't know if there's gravel. You don't know if there's leaves, pine needles, a road. You guys are watching this in live action as it happens. COVID, brain fog, memory loss. What's it called when all the rocks fall off the side of a mountain? A landslide? Yeah, okay. You don't know if you're going to hit one of those. I don't like riding on that stuff. That doesn't make me any less of a biker. It just means I know my limits. Another thing I don't like, and you know, a lot of male bikers have encouraged me with this because they don't like this either, is grated bridges. They scare me to death. I don't like the feeling, and maybe it has to do with when that woman hit me when I first got my motorcycle and she totaled it. Not that I'm bitter about it or anything, but it might have something to do with that. Not feeling in control. And there are a few people that will make fun of me because I don't like going over a graded bridge. I'd rather ride 40 more miles and go over a paved bridge. If I don't feel comfortable, it should be respected. And so many of the guys up here, women really, there are only a few women that give me trouble with that, but so many men are like, I got your back because I don't like them either. Thank you. Another thing I hate, and it kind of comes with the tattoos. Okay, I can give you a little bit of room. Stereotyping me or other women riders because we have tattoos or we ride a bikes. The struggle is real because we ride motorcycles. My tattoos are my story. I like them. Dig through my videos and you'll find why I have tattoos. And it opens up a whole nother can of worms. But I don't. Okay. Biker rally. Virginia City. Everybody has beads. You guys know, you've all been to Street Vibes. Everyone expects you to pull your shirt up so you can get beads. It's going to cost you a whole lot more than a string of 5-cent beads to get me to pull my shirt up. It's the attitude, though, that not all bikers, but a lot of people have, that women that ride motorcycles are, sleazy. And we're not. A lot of us are very well educated and actually have morals. There are some that don't. But please don't generalize us. I really hate riding with male bikers. I shouldn't generalize either. I hate riding with people that feel they have to show off. I don't like that because they're going to get hurt or I'm going to get hurt. And so I will exit the group. I know this next thing, I know everyone has a bit of a different opinion about. Mine is from a personal experience. I do not like drinking and riding. I don't like someone to try and force me to have a drink. I don't drink beer, but to have a drink, have a shot, whatever, when we're out riding. I grew up as the child of an alcoholic in the back of a car with a drunk dad, scared to death I couldn't get home. So I just don't like that. I don't like everyone trying. There is a lot of peer pressure in biking, but on the other hand, I have found more genuine people in the motorcycle community than I have in churches I've attended. I don't like when everyone assumes I ride on the back. I have my bike and I ride my bike. I will admit Do I know everything mechanical about that bike? No. And the women that push that in my face because they wrench their own bike, please don't. We all have different things that we can give and take. That's not one of the things I care to do. That's why I have my mechanic. I'd rather paint my nails, or get a pedicure than go out and do something like that on my bike. My gosh. I'll put new mirrors on it. I'll detail it. I'll do all that. But I don't want to mess up what I have so much money invested in. I hate it when I run into people that feel like they have something to prove. Male or female. People that are wannabes or hang-arounds with MCs, they tend to have this attitude a lot of times. Not all of them, but they'll have this attitude of this tough person mindset that I need to be afraid of them. I'm sorry, but I'm not afraid of you, and you're just making yourself look dumb. I was I can't remember, I must have been in Tokyo or Korea at the airport, and when I came in, there was a table of, I'm not going to name the MC, but it is one of the most famous worldwide MCs there is. They looked scary. They saw me, tattoos, I had on my motorcycle boots, I don't know, I probably had a Harley shirt on, which is, all I ever wear. And I got up to leave, and I had to go buy them in order to get out of the restaurant at the airport. And when I did, they motioned for me to come over. My heart's beating like 1,000,000 miles a minute. And they just got into a conversation with me, a very nice conversation. What do you ride? How long have you been riding? Nice ink. It was just a very pleasant, respectful conversation. So don't just assume because someone's flying colors, they're automatically a criminal. They're not. Bikers are some of the nicest people you will ever meet. I tell you what, my musician friends and my biker friends are some of the most loyal people I've ever met. They're incredible, but people put them in these categories. Living in Oregon, if you ride along the gorge, which is an absolutely beautiful place to ride, you're going to run into wind and rain a lot of times, and you feel like your bike, you really have to have control of your bike. We rode back with a club member one time that was coming in from out of state, and I had to laugh because he was struggling to keep his bike up. I love riding through that. Wind and rain, it's not a big deal. You throw cold in there, and then my creature comforts are getting all messed up. But we're riding in wind and rain, and we pulled off to get a cup of coffee to warm up. And this guy says, "Wow, I'm really impressed with the way you ride. You can ride with me anytime." I'm thinking, I don't think so. You see, every 30 minutes, we were stopping to get something to eat. No. I don't like the women riders that for some reason they really do fit into the stereotype, and they try to intimidate you. It's not going to happen. Some people take not all, but there are some people that take the cut, the three-piece vest, three-piece patch with MC on it, which you have to be sanctioned by the reining club in order to wear an MC patch. Once again, you're watching as we speak. A memory just go, whoop. Or maybe that would have been a thought. What was I talking about? I have no idea. I don't like the stereotype against three-piece patch holders, MCs. Most of them have been wonderful. Some of them carry the stereotype. But basically, if you respect them, they're going to respect you. My daughter slowed down on a ride last summer. And there was a club, I won't mention them, but they're pretty prominent in Oregon. And she could see them coming up behind her. and she was freaking out. The guy that was riding Sweet stopped behind her and she almost had a heart attack. He just wanted to make sure she was okay. And that was all. When he found out she was fine, he got right back up with his group. So with club members, most of the time, you get what you give. Just be respectful. So I guess mainly what I hate the most is being put or pressured into an unsafe situation. I know my hobby is inherently dangerous, but don't push me more just because I'm a woman and make me, feel bad. I think that's what I hate the most. Besides gravel roads and graded bridges. Those things freak me out. One more time, I want to thank the process for giving me a panic attack. I enjoy your videos. That one scared me. And it wasn't your fault. It was just like, it was like a ride for me at Universal Studios or Disneyland, those virtual reality rides, but it was cool. I'm just not going to ride it with you. One more time, I want to ask you, please subscribe, please like, please comment. What do you not like? What bothers you about riding? What do other people do, or what situations do you not like to ride in? And one more time, here's Moto Lady's book, and I'm going to look for the link and put it in the description box. Now this chick, she's badass. She don't take anything from anyone. With that, I'm gonna say thank you so much. I love you. I hope you have a fantastic week. And let me know what scares you or what do you not like. Thanks, guys. Peace.